Hit the like button to clear the path of obstacles, and write your zodiac sign in the comments. That's how you activate the power of this forecast just for you. Sagittarius, 14 October brings inner changes rather than outer events. It's one of those quiet days when nothing loud happens, yet you feel subtle shifts moving within you, as if the world tilts slightly and you see yourself anew, softer, deeper, more sincere. Today it's important not to rush, even though you're often eager to act, inspire, and transform. The energy of the day whispers, slow down, not because you're forbidden to move, but because pausing lets you notice what you usually miss in yourself, in others, and in life. You might wake with a faint melancholy, or with questions that have no immediate answers. That's not a red flag, it's a sign you're finally sensing what you often drown out with busyness. Don't run from these feelings. Inside them is your truth, and being honest with your own soul always leads you back to a place of strength. 14 October is a day of inner reset. It's especially meaningful if you've spent a long time playing the role of the strong, upbeat, reliable one. You may catch yourself thinking, what if I simply let myself be tired? What if I stop holding everything together? What if I admit I'm scared, lonely, or hurting? If you allow that honesty, it won't break you, it will make you feel vividly alive. And in such moments, someone real can show up beside you, because authenticity attracts authenticity. If you're in a relationship, the day encourages you not to fear the words, I don't know, and I need time. 14 October is about honest dialogue, even if it doesn't end in agreement. Sometimes, sincerity matters more than being right. If you're single, you may sense a quiet freedom rising, the kind that ends the chase for approval. You recognize your own worth. You're not an accessory to someone else's story, but a universe in your own right. If there's been distance with someone important, today can show you why. Not to assign blame, but to offer acceptance. Maybe you outgrew each other. Maybe someone stopped listening. Maybe you drifted in different directions, not from malice but because your souls needed more space. That isn't a tragedy, it's part of growing up. You might feel out of step with the usual pace of the world, as if everything races around you while you stand still, unsure of the point of all the noise. This isn't a crisis, it's a moment of rethinking, and it matters, because new meaning is born in this kind of quiet. You are fire, movement, risk, inspiration. But 14 October offers you another kind of flame, a candle's glow, soft, steady, warming rather than blazing. It's the flame of tenderness, of your gentleness you sometimes forget, of your sensitivity you hide behind humor. You may feel unwilling to make decisions, to carry other people's emotions, to be the responsible one for everyone. That's okay. It's time to stop rescuing those who didn't ask for rescue, and to stop being convenient at the cost of your own truth. Today, be honest with yourself. Some Sagittarians may feel nostalgia for the earlier you, the light, joyful, inspired version. That's valid, and you know deep down that version never left. It just got tired of pressure and now waits for you to offer it some warmth. 14 October asks for kindness, not only for others, but for yourself. Stop scolding yourself for what you don't feel, don't do, or can't fix. Tell yourself, I am alive. Am I allowed to be? In that simple permission, there's more wisdom than 100 motivational slogans. Walks are especially beneficial today, whether alone or with a quiet companion. Nature will speak if you're ready to listen. Even a light breeze or a flower by the roadside can become an answer to a question you carry inside. The world whispers when we fall silent. In relationships, it's a day for gentle silence. Sometimes the pause between two people says more than explanations. If someone near you is closed, don't pound on the door, just be there. People often open up not when they're pushed, but when they're given space. And if you're hurting, don't hide it under a joke. Today you have full permission to feel sad, to miss someone, to doubt. These feelings aren't enemies. They remind you that you have a heart, and that means you're alive. You may suddenly notice a lightness in your chest, not the buzz that follows fun, but the ease that comes from inner alignment. I will stop chasing. I will allow myself to be. 14 October can bring precisely that release. You often live anticipating tomorrow's spark, the next success, the next meeting. Today the universe seems to say, look at what's already under your feet, in your heart, in the air. Ground yourself, and find joy not in the future but in the present. If you've lost touch with yourself recently, that bond can be restored. You'll remember what fills you: music, a morning coffee, unhurried notes in a journal, something simple that makes the day feel yours. Return to it, not for a result, but for the feeling. If there's a topic you've postponed inside yourself, in love, in decisions, it may surface today. Not because it's time to act, but because it's time to stop fearing it. You might not get the answer yet, but you can stop being dependent on the question. That is real freedom. You're gifted at external freedom, changing plans, taking off, resetting your world. Inner freedom is different. It's the ability to be with yourself anywhere, even when you're still, even when nothing is happening. Today you practice exactly that. If your feelings have felt uncertain, you may sense they're real, whether they're complicated, unreturned, or undefined. What matters most is the truth within, and your truth is valuable simply because it's alive. Forgiveness is especially supported on 14 October. You don't have to call or write, it's enough to say within, I forgive you, and I forgive myself. That's not justification. It's relief, and it's the kind of relief you need like air. Toward evening you may feel the inner statement, I don't want to chase anyone anymore. That's not disillusionment, it's maturity. It marks the beginning of your inner autonomy, the moment you stop searching outside for what you can give yourself. By nightfall, something inside may feel aligned, not because every problem is solved, but because you stopped fighting yourself. You accepted, released, allowed. The feeling is like the sky after a storm, not perfectly clear, but vibrantly alive. 14 October offers precisely this kind of quiet, honest, deep, calm. It asks nothing except your presence. If you feel drawn to solitude, don't be alarmed. That isn't withdrawal, it's returning to yourself. In that space, the best thoughts, important insights, and genuine closeness to your own heart often arrive. This is an evening for what nourishes you. Light a candle, pour warm tea, leaf through a book, write a letter you may never send, and create a space where you can say, I'm allowed to be myself here. 14 October asks for no heroics, only gentleness toward your body, your heart, and your memories. Don't compare yourself to others, don't measure success in achievements. Simply be, and feel that this is enough. If an unspoken emotion remains inside, let it move. Tears, laughter, memories. The sudden urge to send someone a kind message. None of it is random, it's life within you saying, I still feel. And that means everything is possible.